Hey girl, what's up? I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but this is the very, very, very first episode of Girl, What's Up podcast. And I don't know about you, but I'm happy. Before I start doing the most, getting too excited, I'm just going to introduce myself because I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous, but we're planning to be besties, so it never faced me. Anyways, my name is Kayla Abiel, K-I-B-I-B-L. As some of you may have heard before, you can call me anything that you want to call me as long as it's nice. Follow me on my main YouTube channel because that's where all the behind the scenes activity is. But nonetheless, welcome to Girl What's Up podcast. Today is just a little intro, nothing too crazy. You guys don't know me, so why would you listen to what I have to say? Exactly. I wouldn't listen to a stranger either. So without further ado, let's just hop right into all the welcome vibes, what you guys would get from the show, why I made the show, a little bit about me, everything like that. Okay, like I said before, my name is Kayla. I am from Michigan. I'm 22 years old, and I recently just moved back to Michigan. I was living in Atlanta, went to Georgia State University. That's a long story. We didn't finish, but we on the way. That's all that I'm going to say. I started this show because I just felt like I needed another way to release. I needed another outlet. I wanted to connect with people. I wanted to share my knowledge, share my thoughts, my opinions, meet with other people because you won't only see me on this show. That is one of my goals. But I just feel like as an only child, so many times, so many days went by and it's just like I don't have nobody to relate to that's my age. So I just felt like, why not start a podcast? I like to talk. Once I'm comfortable, it's the internet. People gonna see regardless. So, I mean, hey, all you gotta do is try. All you gotta do is follow that little idea that you have at the top of your head. And this was one of the ideas that was at the top of my head. So I'm following it. I also created this podcast so that I could keep memories of thoughts, ideas, situations. It's like a digital diary in a way, but a diary that I feel comfortable sharing with y'all. Something that I could do to retain the information that I'm learning. I just think that I'm not the only person that's going to have these type of questions. I'm not the only person that thinks the way that I think, or I could be, but that is another reason why I feel like this podcast would be good, not only for me, but for other people. Everybody could be walking around learning a new piece of information every day. I mean, you know the saying, you learn something new every day, and some people don't. And that is a good reason to start a show as well. So that's just a little bit why. Like I mentioned, I am the only child, and what better way to create a platform than to create a community, create a sisterhood. I think that having a sisterhood, having that friendship, having that relationship with the people that are like-minded could really get you far in life. Throwing and bouncing ideas off of each other, coming together, collaborating, and that's something that I want in my life so that I could be content and happy. And not only for me, but I know that there's other women, other girls, other females, other people in general, other males in this world that is also craving a community, a sense of like connection, a sense of acceptance. Like there's so many people in the world with so many different gifts, talents, knowledge. Like reading a book, that's cool, but there's other people in this world that could also feed you information as well. So that is another reason why I decided to start this show. And honestly, guys, I really am excited. Right now, I'm kind of nervous, so I'm like pacing, looking around and stuff. I really am nervous. I'm not even going to lie. Because on my YouTube channel, I don't really sit and talk to the camera like this. I do believe that I will stay consistent with this show because I am somebody who is self-aware. I am somebody who likes to share information. I am somebody who likes to gain new information. So on my free time, I also do listen to podcasts. So it is my hopes that I make this show good enough. I take care of it. I nurture it. I build it, and I share it with the world so that the other people that are out there that are like me, who likes to consume content, who likes to consume information, knowledge, wisdom, whatever you want to call it, they have something else, somebody else that has different thoughts, different ideas, different like different thoughts and different ideas. So I'm very happy that I started this show. It was an idea that I had maybe a year or two ago, and I just never did it. Earlier this year is when I took the first step, like creating an Instagram, creating the what do you call it? The photos, like creating the images, creating the logo, creating everything that I need to create, but I just never made the content. I had all the equipment 2-3 months ago. And I'm just sitting and waiting, sitting and waiting, sitting and waiting for the perfect time. And I just kept hearing, there's never going to be a perfect time. You have to do it scared. You have to do it unprepared. You have to do it you have to do it. If it's something that you want to do, you have to do it. I like to believe that this show is going to hold me accountable to things that I think, to things that I say. And it's also going to help me get out of my comfort zone. I really do love connecting with people. And I think that there's no better way than connecting with like-minded people. And there's also no better thing to do other than to learn. Like, podcasts are not always informational. I understand that, but there will be a mixed vibe here going on. Information, unpopular opinions, storytelling. Like, I feel like as a 22-year-old, I'm not super experienced in a lot, but I have had my fair share of experiences. And I feel like my information that I'm sharing with you guys is something that I would look for, or would probably did look for once upon a time. So that's really why I started this podcast. Some of my hopes for this show is that I am able to break out of my shell, is that I am able to help others with feeling more confident. That's really what Girl What's Up is all about. We are a community that will show each other and show up for each other. Self-love is a thing, and it's not all about the aesthetics. Self-awareness is a thing. Having knowledge, wisdom, like just being able to understand who you are, being able to understand other people, being able to understand that you are whoever you want to be. And you can't let people change you or try to change you or tell you that you're not, because you are. And if you aren't, you can be. And I am still teaching myself that today. And I really feel like there's a space in me that wish I would have started this a long time ago, but I was nervous. I honestly still am nervous. And I just think that the longer you wait to do things, the longer you wait to share information, you don't know what you're stopping. Like, you could be saving a life, honestly, not to be dramatic, but you could be saving a life. So I feel like, should always take action on that thing that you have thought about doing, even if it's not what you want it to be when you first start. Growth isn't linear. Show up, do what you got to do, and just vibe. Like, just vibe. That's literally all you have to do. But yeah, those are like really my reasons as to why I wanted to start this show. I feel like I could have went deeper into detail, but like I told y'all, I'm a little shy. So I just think that I'm going to leave that part where it is. And now it's time to get into what you guys will gain from the show. I don't really know if I'm going to make this first episode like a visual episode, but I do still want to post this so that you guys know who I am, what you can expect from this show. So yeah. Honestly, y'all, this is the podcast where self-improvement meets real talk. This is a space for young women mainly. I'm sorry to the guys. But this is a show for empowering young women to be their best selves. If you're somebody who wants to embrace your potential, become your best self, this is the show for you. Each episode coming out every Tuesday. We're going from inspirational, motivational, self-encouragement, self-improvement, all of the vibes, fun information. Like I said, this is not a show that is going to be, I'm sorry. This is not a show that is going to be down your throat. I'm sorry. This is just a safe space. So if you're looking for somebody to be mean to you, you just want to leave, because that's not me. There will be a mix of personal stories, tips, insight given, opinions given. This is a space for everyone to come and gather and just share their thoughts. And the bigger we grow, the more of us there will be, the more information that there will be. So just bear with me. I hope that this introduction to this show is something that pulled you in. I'm really excited to see where we will be within the next few months, within the next 2 years. Like, I just know that as long as we continue to show up for each other, as long as I continue to show up for you guys, that this show is going to be great. I mean, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. And to my people that know me in real life, yeah, this is how I am outside of like our friendship. If you really, 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 really know me, we will have intellectual conversations. We will have conversations about our future. We will have conversations about personal growth, health, and wellness. Being that girl, like that's the type of conversations that we will have if we really locked in. So don't shoot the messenger, because you're in for a new surprise. This is the space where I feel like I'm going to be my most authentic self. Not to say that I'd be faking the funk in my real life. That's not what I'm saying. But I feel like a lot of people may not know that there's this part of me. And that's on them, because you haven't gotten your wristband to get the all sides of me. You haven't gotten your wristband yet. So I really thank you guys for tuning into this first episode. I know it's short, but this was just a brief introduction to get myself acclimated, to get myself comfortable, to introduce me, because who am I to come on here and be like, yeah, this is the first episode. Here's 40 things you need to not to do to lose weight. Who would I be to do that? You don't even know my name. So you wouldn't listen to anything. But expect new episodes every Tuesday. Like I said, I don't really know if I'm going to make this a visual episode. However, I am looking forward to seeing you guys next week, because you guys will see me next week. If this is not a visual episode, you guys will see me next week. And follow my Instagram, subscribe to my main channel, subscribe to Girl What's Up on Instagram, and I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Bye. Thank you. Can't wait to see y'all.